Hi, I'm Ezra. I was in the film and co-produced and co-wrote.
I'm Keeley, and I wrote and produced.
Congratulations on getting the Sherman Oaks Film Festival Programmers Prize.
Ooh, thank you. All right.
How did we get together on this project?
Do you want me to?
You've got the mic.
Okay. Well, Ezra and I are a couple, and we wanted to write something together.
Mm-hmm.
And we had just, I think, moved in together, and we were like, we have all this time, let's write something. And Ezra and Chris know each other from sketch and improv. So that's how we all know each other, got together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really excited to write with Keeley. I like her a lot, so it's nice to try to do something like that. And then I knew Chris would be the perfect director for this. There was no question in my mind who I wanted to direct it. So I was we were both very happy that you signed on.
Yeah, and I was just happy they asked me.
Yeah.
Side note, because it's just us here talking, they're not here. I got very excited when I saw it was a Christian girl.
Oh.
Kristen.
Yeah.
My name is spelled the same way. I have also directed Joy in a project.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Wow.
So talk to us about casting.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So Ezra, knew he wanted to be the main role, kind of wrote this with himself in mind. They wrote it with him in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the part, Joy's part, who plays the roommate, sort of roommate, best friend character, was actually very hard to cast, but Ezra's really involved with UCB, and so we just know a lot of improvisers and sketch performers, and we kind of went back and forth on different options. And Joy was one that we kind of came up and was like, oh, that's not at all who we were imagining, but she has such a distinct look and hilarious facial expressions and a voice that once the idea came in, it was like, wait, really? Oh yes, that's a great idea. I love that.
Yeah. Most of this cast is people we already knew who we were like, oh, let's see how they fit in this role. And then we had one casting that was very difficult to find because we had somebody in line to play the mom, who then it just scheduling changed, so it didn't work out, and we had to go through a casting director. And that is our one cast member who's here. Starla,
Hey, Starla.
is here. Give it up for Starla. She was wonderful. We've worked together again since then, so we got very lucky with casting friends and casting someone we didn't know.
Not really. I mean, I remember us kind of going and pitching a bunch of people because he knows so many people. He's a UCB comedian, and so he has just this arsenal of hilarious people, and it really could have been in many, many different directions. But the joy of it all, the Yaki of it all. Yaki played Micah, and just it all came together so beautifully.
What was production like?
Okay, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off.
Do it.
We had one church venue booked, and then a week before we went to shoot, we had a rehearsal that I was at, and then that evening I tested positive for COVID. So we couldn't film at that place, and I had exposed all of the cast to COVID, so they couldn't get together without me. So we had to wait, and then we lost our down payment on that church. And then we had to find a new church, and the one we found was beautiful. So it was kind of good that I got.
Yeah, it was great. It was exactly what we needed. Nobody else got it, which was really lucky. And then the second church we were able to book just the weekend after, and you tested negative, and we were able to push through. We got really lucky. The actual shoot days, we had 3 days.
2.5.
2.5. Yeah. Half a day in our apartment, and then 2 in the church, and it was I knew that I was like, when we actually get there, I'm only an actor. I'm going to be hands off. Everything is the two of you. That wasn't me being lazy. That was me being I can't do both. But I put a lot of work on the two of you, and you crushed it. So thank you.
No more comment.
What as you were going through the process of what the story is going to be, how did you guys talk through this, and what were the iterations of that?
Great question. The main thing I wanted to look at, I didn't get invited to a couple weddings. I don't know if that was up. That I really wanted to go to, and 2 of them were like, oh, I totally get it, and one of them I was like, oh man, I ruined this friendship somehow. So then I was like, okay, what's the worst version of myself that would absolutely not get invited to a wedding? And that is the version on screen. I think that's the worst I could do. And then what I was really trying to explore in the initial draft, and then what we explored together as we kept writing it, was how you have to maintain friendships the same way you would maintain a relationship. Like that they deserve equal love and attention, and that's easy to overlook. So that is why there's the parallel storylines of the friends and the couple both kind of repairing their relationship at the same time.
Yeah. All of that, and like I think personally, as a woman who has watched a man have so many friendships that don't talk to each other, like I don't know if this is something that anybody else has noticed, but like millennial men tend to like kind of have a group chat that never goes anywhere, and then suddenly you guys get together for dinner and you're like, wait, you're having a baby? What? And so very much inspired by that kind of situation with his friendships and being like, what is missing here? Why aren't these friendships being fostered the way they should be? And yeah, and it turned out, and then like paralleling it with the couple was just a really fun and like meaningful way to kind of drive that point home. Yeah.
Christan, when you got this script, what was something that you really made you feel like, yes, I'm the person for this project?
One, I'd worked with Ezra a bunch through sketch, and I think Ezra just has like a really lovable, doofy quality. When he, like I've told him many times, you play the funniest idiot I've ever seen. He's not an idiot, but he plays a funny one really well, and I was like, oh, I know this will be so much fun. And yeah, I just liked the idea of like taking something that's like not an action movie or something, but trying to make it a little more stylized when we can and like amp it up where we can. So yeah, that's why I added like the Hitchcock zoom and some other silly things that I was just like, let's have fun with this. Like we could just film this boring, shot reverse shot, but like let's have as much fun with it as we can.
Mm-hmm.
What's something you guys found on set that wasn't originally in the project, but you were like, yes.
I know. Well, it's you.
Oh.
The fence.
The fence, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
I did
music's
enjoy that.
playing, and yeah, that fence was just there. And also, yeah, because that church, like, we had to like completely redo our shot list in a week because we had a totally different church and everything was moved. And so him walking over to them on the bench and like hitting that weird fence that's like literally just a gate, and then there's no fence on the other side of it.
It's
It's like a
so
gate to
stupid.
block the sidewalk. So yeah, that's probably my favorite moment in the movie.
Yeah, getting to highlight that stupid fence was so fun. That really is the big one, and I don't have anything to add.
Great.
I don't remember if I asked, how many days do we shoot?
2.5.
2.5, yes. And then was across locations of better question. When you guys were starting to write through this, were you thinking about like, we need to write something for what we can shoot, or did you look for locations afterwards?
Yeah, we definitely knew we wanted to use our apartment because we don't have to pay any money to do that. And I think at least one or two of our first drafts, the wedding was in a park.
Yeah.
And I can't remember why we changed it to a church, but like it turned out way better.
Chris can tell.
Chris can tell, yeah.
That was a Chris call.
I'm a line producer at my day job for Paramount, and I know if you have a camera in a park in LA, you are gonna get stopped.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, a park would be free," and I was like, "If we want to go an hour or 2 hours north, it'll be free, but not if we're in the city of LA."
Yeah.
But then, yeah, the original church we had was a lot cheaper, and we were gonna have for 2 full days, and then we had to we reduced our amount of time, and we had to drive to Redondo Beach, so we kind of drastically cut how much time we had in the church.
Yeah.
Indie pro tip, if you put a camera on sticks and the tripod touches the ground, LA will come after you.
Yeah, you will get stopped.
As you were getting into post, what were some things you found there that you didn't even go,
For me, the biggest one was just there was a lot of improv we had to cut that I was very sad about. Yaki, who plays, Micah, the best friend character, that like walk and talk scene, there is a 5-minute version of that scene that is hilarious and is very funny for me to watch. But yeah, there was just like a lot of good stuff that we had to cut because it was like, we're not making a 30-minute movie right now.
Yeah, we really wanted, since it was a lot of improvisers, we really wanted freedom on set to do whatever they wanted, and there was so much great stuff, and then pretty much is the script that was written. So I didn't know what coloring was. Like, I just didn't know what that process was at all. So watching it change from what we had to the color, the version that was in color or colorized. I don't know what the word is. Color corrected. Thank you. See, I don't know what I'm talking about. But watching that change and making choices on that was a completely new experience that I really enjoyed. And really, I left most of that to Chris, but I did chime in here and there, which is great.
I know, Chris, you discovered the pointing at things and having the text on screen. I loved that. I think that was one of the funnest things that came out of post for sure.
You go back to yourself on day one. What advice do you give yourself and these filmmakers?
Day one of writing or producing?
Either. Or both.
Sure. I think we did do a good job of this, but even more listen to everyone's input. There's so many other ideas out there that you didn't have, and there's so many if enough people are saying something isn't working, it's not working, no matter how much you think it will. I think if I could, which I don't think we'll do, but there's a version of this that has a lot less of the apartment scene and a lot more of the wedding, because that's more fun. And I don't know, I think we almost got there if I had listened to you in the initial writing edits, so listen to your people.
I can say this because they're not here. Don't edit with your partner. My partner edited this, and they're a very talented editor, but even though we live together, there's sometimes having to, they would get home from a long day at work, and I'd be like, hey babe, you want to open up Premiere? And there's, and they're a couple who's worked together, and so there's a lot of really great benefits of it, obviously. You get to work with this person who you really jive with and love, but no one should prioritize the relationship over the project.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And write with your partner, sure, if you want, but it will be so weird, and the product might be good, but the process is so annoying.
That's so much. I'm excited right now because I feel like there's a whole other panel right there. Relationships in independent filmmaking. That'll be a panel next year. Itching, burning questions. I'm sorry, I'm just ducking down because I can't see you guys behind that light.
No itching, no burning.
No hands.
No.
All right.
I guess we're done.
Oh, wait, okay. I do. Where do we see you guys next?
Well, Keeley just finished her second pilot of the year, so maybe
Ooh,
we'll
congratulations.
see some
Thank
writing
you.
become something. The two of us actually produce a comedy short film festival at UCB, and that'll be in January. Life is Shorts is what that's called. And I'm working on a sketch show for February, also at UCB. As far as film goes, no plan.
I have another short that I filmed less than a month after this one that the edit has just kind of finished on, so I'm going to start submitting that out to things. And then I have I actually have 4 scripts that I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do. So once I decide that'll happen.
Congratulations. Benjamin, what are you doing here?
Thank you.